This is the video I wish existed 4 or 5 years ago when I started learning Dutch. If you're like me and you're learning Dutch and you love YouTube, then you probably want to find some Dutch YouTubers who you can follow so you can learn a lot of new vocabulary and hear Dutch in your everyday life. But it's really hard to find good Dutch YouTubers that you actually enjoy. Years ago, I really wanted a breakdown of this is the world of Dutch YouTube. These are the vloggers. These are the gaming channels. These are the comedians. These are the channels that will actually teach you Dutch grammar and vocabulary, but I could not find anything. After years of studying Dutch and really researching the Dutch YouTube space, I'm finally qualified and definitely obligated to bring you this YouTube video breaking down different categories of Dutch YouTube channels so that you can find something that you really enjoy and you can follow along and learn Dutch along the way. I've broken these channels down into 6 categories. So channels that will actually teach you Dutch, news channels, podcast and interview channels, vlog and lifestyle channels, entertainment channels, and gaming channels. I'll mention for each channel whether I think it's good for a beginner, intermediate, or advanced Dutch speaker, and links to all channels will be in the description below. There are some channels on here that I've been following along since the beginning of my Dutch learning journey 4 to 5 years ago, one of which I actually paid to continue making YouTube videos because I loved his videos so much, so stick around if you want to hear all about that. Let's get into the YouTube channels. Starting off with channels that actually teach Dutch. Number 1 is the channel Learn Dutch with Kim. Kim has what I think is probably the most popular YouTube channel on the platform right now, which is geared towards people who are learning Dutch. She has a video on just about every single topic you can imagine. There are more than 200 videos on her channel. So it's quite frankly like a course in itself. What I love about her channel is that the content is really nicely organized into playlists. So you can find like a beginner's course, an intermediate course, sentence structure course. You can find a playlist on Dutch phrases, Dutch daily conversations, prepositions, and many more. The style of her videos is mainly like a face-to-face lesson, so she talks to the camera and explains the grammar topic, but she also incorporates some other characters and does skits so you can get a feel for actual Dutch conversations and situations. She almost exclusively speaks in Dutch in her videos, but she always includes Dutch and English subtitles, so it's approachable for just about everyone. Her channel, of course, is geared towards teaching new Dutch speakers, so it is 100% beginner friendly. Number 2 is Learn Dutch with Niels. Niels' YouTube channel is one of the first I ever started using years ago when I started learning Dutch. The main focus of his channel is teaching you the correct sentence structure so you can have more confidence that you're building sentences correctly when you're speaking Dutch in real life. His video style is also mainly face-to-face lesson, so he talks to the camera and gives a lesson about the grammar topic, and he speaks really nice and clearly and slowly so you can understand what he's saying. He also incorporates some fun things like props, or he goes outside and he uses different objects outside to help get the message across of the grammar lesson. He gives all of his grammar explanations in English, and he also puts subtitles on the video, so this is also 100% beginner friendly. His channel is inactive at the moment, but I still wanted to include it on this list because, of course, those topics are still relevant, and his channel just helped me so much back when I was using it when I was a beginner that I just had to share with everyone. By the way, this is the channel which I was talking about earlier. I was a Patreon member of Niels' channel, and I paid him €5 or $5, whatever it was, every time he posted a video because I loved his videos so much and I just wanted him to keep posting new videos. The third channel is called Juf MNT2. This channel is run by Mika, who works at an asylum seekers center in Friesland in the Netherlands. A few years ago during the pandemic, it became difficult to give in-person lessons because of all the constant closures. So she began recording her Dutch lessons and putting them on YouTube and just sending them to her students on WhatsApp. The intention was not to grow a huge YouTube channel, but rather just to share the lessons with her students. Her channel today has more than 14 million views, and that's only in around 3.5 years. So that just goes to show you that she has some really good quality videos that are really helpful for new Dutch speakers. In her lessons, she uses as much Dutch as possible, and she mainly focuses on everyday themes like home, the body, food, the doctor, holidays, and some other specific grammar lessons. She specializes in teaching Dutch, so her channel is, of course, beginner friendly. The fourth channel is Learn Dutch with Bart de Pauw. This is the largest channel in this section, and his channel has over 58 million views. I find a lot of the older videos on his channel are really good for the basics. So he has videos for the Dutch alphabet, 250 Dutch proverbs, 1,000 most common words, or typical Dutch vocabulary. My tip would be to sort all his videos from oldest to newest to quickly find the series that I just mentioned. He also posts a very popular soap series called Heb je zin? So this has 3 seasons and each one goes up in difficulty from the last. The episodes are pretty short and they feature Dutch and English subtitles. So as a beginner, you can very easily follow along. I definitely recommend this series for practicing listening, comprehension, and learning new vocabulary. Next, we have news channels. Now, you probably weren't thinking of following a news channel when you were looking for Dutch YouTube channels, but these are actually kind of perfect because broadcasters speak really nice and clearly and have a nice, clean pronunciation. They'll also keep you up to speed on all the current events in the world, if that's the kind of thing that you're into. So number 5 is NOS Nieuws van de Week. NOS Nieuws van de Week is a YouTube channel from Dutch broadcaster NOS, Nederlandse Omroepstichting, and the videos on the channel are made especially for those with difficulty reading or writing. The videos are only about 10 minutes long, so very approachable for a beginner, and the broadcasters speak in very clear, simple Dutch. Each video covers 3 current news topics, so I would say this channel is perfect for the beginner. Number 6 is RTL News. RTL News brings you breaking news, stories behind the headlines, and the personal stories of people in the news and around the world. Videos are typically no more than 4 minutes long and have Dutch subtitles built in. However, there are no other subtitles available in YouTube settings, so you can't put English subtitles or whatever language you prefer on the videos. Therefore, this channel is better if you already have some knowledge, you're an intermediate level Dutch speaker. Number 7, NOS Jeugdjournaal. NOS Jeugdjournaal is a news program for children between 9 and 12 years old. It airs on live television on NPO3, but they post many of their live videos on their YouTube channel. Videos are only about 3 minutes long. Since it's targeted at 9 to 12-year-olds, it's actually perfect for the beginner, but YouTube subtitles are also available if you need a little extra assistance. Next up, we have podcasts and interview channels. I think podcasts and interview channels are really great for language immersion because you hear a lot of normal conversational Dutch. I'm not talking about podcasts that were actually targeted towards people who are learning Dutch, although if you do want some information on that, I have written an article on this on my website, which I will link to below. But in this video, I'm only going to mention sort of standard podcasts that are made for your typical Dutch audience. Number 8 is Mark Marie and Isa Vinden Iets. This is a really popular podcast in the Netherlands, and it's hosted by Mark Marie Huibrechts and Isa Hoes. It's not only available on all podcast platforms, but it's also in full video as well, which is really nice if you like video. Mark Marie is a comedian, actor, and presenter who is known for his cabaret shows, and Isa Hoes is an actress known for her role on Dutch soap opera Goede Tijden, Slechte Tijden. The two of them chat weekly about a different theme, and at the end of the episode, they give it a rating out of 5. They also catch up with each other and vent about certain things that happened to them that week and that sort of thing. What I love about this podcast is the things that they talk about and rate every week are really, really simple things that we all understand, like the hairdresser or moving or going to the supermarket. So I think that makes it really approachable for language learners who don't understand everything that's being said, but can pick up on a lot of the other words out of context. Is it beginner friendly? I would say no, but I think it's perfect for when you've just finished with the beginner Dutch podcasts that are really made for beginners who barely understand. Once you've really passed that, I think this is the perfect first kind of real podcast to start with. Mark Marie is not for everyone. He has like a really high-pitched voice, and sometimes when I mention his name to people and I say that I listen to his podcast, I get a weird look, but I really enjoy him, so maybe you will too. Number 9 is a podcast called Even Relativeren, and this is hosted by Kai Gorgels. So he speaks with athletes, influencers, musicians, artists, and other public Dutch figures. So think actors or television presenters. His show is actually a great way to get to know other public Dutch figures who you might want to follow on other forms of social media or may even have a YouTube channel. Episodes are about an hour long, so it's really nice if you have like a long train ride or you want to put it on in the background while you're doing something else. Again, these are real interviews with real people, so it's not something you'll be able to follow along as a beginner, but it's nice to incorporate once you've kind of hit the intermediate mark. Number 10 is the YouTube channel from Robert Rodenberg. Robert's YouTube series Open Kaart is currently on its 7th season. He speaks with different influencers and different public Dutch figures on his podcast. The concept is he takes turns with his guests picking up a question prompt from a set of cards. So you not only learn something about his guests, but also a little bit more about him as well. Kind of like Even Relativeren, which is the podcast I just talked about. This is a great way to learn different public Dutch figures and influencers and different personalities that you can follow on other forms of social media. Again, real interviews, real people, so this one is intermediate and beyond. Next, we have the category of vlogs and lifestyle channels. This is probably the biggest category, and I could probably name like 20 or 30 creators in this space alone, but this keeps it even and like a nice mix of different types of videos so that everyone can kind of find something they like and also leave space for a part 2 or part 3. I love these types of videos for language immersion because you just hear like normal conversational Dutch and you can learn a lot of really relevant and commonly used words this way. The downside, of course, is that some people just speak really fast. So in some cases, the subtitles are a little bit less trustworthy. So that's something to be aware of. So number 11 on this list is Teske. Teske is a singer, writer, and has been posting YouTube videos to her channel since 2009. Her vlogs offer a look into her life in Limburg as a mom with her partner Mert and her love for her cat, plants, and vegan food. She speaks very clearly, so for a vlogger, I think she's probably the only one on this list who I would say is beginner friendly. Number 12 is Gio. Giovanni Latoy, also known as Gio, is a YouTuber from Rotterdam, and he shares vlogs of his life with his friends and family. He posts every day a 25-minute vlog and takes you along for the ride and just other stuff your average 20-year-old does. He's pretty open in his vlogs and documents the good and the bad, so you'll see things like his very public breakup, which recently happened, and how he's struggling or dealing with that, for example. This is probably appropriate for an intermediate level. Number 13 is Familie Le Cap. If you're looking for a family vlog channel, then you can check out the Le Cap family. It's a mom and dad and their 3 boys, and they post multiple 15-minute vlogs every week to YouTube. Their channel has more than 730,000 subscribers, and their videos have gained over 460 million views. These are pretty chaotic vlogs, so you probably don't want to check these out until you're at least an intermediate or even a little bit further than that. Number 14 is Rachel John. Rachel is a 20-something-year-old studying nutrition and dietetics and living on her own in Amsterdam. In her vlog, she shares her passion for sport, so kickboxing and strength training and healthy lifestyle. Her vlogs are about 10 minutes long and she posts every couple weeks. She actually speaks on the slower side for a vlogger, so I would say her vlogs are good for an intermediate Dutch speaker. Number 15 is Enzo Knol. Enzo is perhaps the most well-known vlogger in the Netherlands. He posts a vlog every day at 4 p.m. to his 2.8 million subscribers. His videos are intended to be humorous, but it occasionally will feature a more serious topic. But in general, I would say he just has a very lighthearted, fun vlog. Like I said, there are so many Dutch vloggers out there. I'm going to link in the description below to my website where I actually have an article with more than 20 Dutch vloggers who you can follow. Next, we have entertainment channels. So these YouTube channels should give you some ideas for bingeable content that you could add to your everyday practice. A lot of these are just Dutch creators that make fun and entertaining videos that are not vlogs. Number 16 is Bram Krikke. Bram is a popular Dutch creator who you may recognize by his signature mustache and dry humor. He's actually not really active on YouTube anymore, but his channel is still worth checking out. Check out one of his series or check out his parody interview with comedian Henry van Loon, which I just thought was pure gold. His channel is good for intermediates and above. Number 17, Bruine YouTubers. The Bruine YouTubers channel was created out of a need in the Dutch YouTube community to stand up for and represent anyone discriminated against. Creators Kelly Booth and King Faisal post mukbangs, prank videos, interviews, and other fun challenges. Their Their videos are just really lighthearted, and Faisal just cracks me up every time. So I've really enjoyed all the videos that I've watched when I've come across them on YouTube. I'd say their channel is good for beginners or intermediates. Number 18 is Rijk Hofman. Rijk Hofman is the younger brother of Tim and Sam Hofman, and he creates videos with hysterical editing and commentary, reacting to videos and popular Dutch TV series like First Dates, Lang Leven de Liefde, The Bachelor, Echte Meisjes in the Jungle, or Good Luck Guys. His videos are between 10 and 15 minutes long. I actually watch all of his videos, and I'll be honest, 4 years later and pretty advanced in Dutch, I still miss some things in his video because he can talk pretty fast or mumble sometimes. So I would say because of the vocabulary, the channel is probably fine for intermediates, but for advanced, even better. Number 19 is Drugs Lab. Drugs Lab is an educational channel about the use and effects of drugs. Hear me out. The hosts of this channel investigate different drugs and discuss the do's and don'ts. It may sound a little bit strange, but it's all done in a very tasteful and educational way, and with very high production value, if I may add. Unfortunately, the channel has not been active for the last 4 or so years, but there is plenty of content to check out on their channel if this is something that intrigues you. Because of the vocabulary, this channel is good for intermediates at a minimum, but also great for advanced speakers. Number 20 is Onnedi. This is the YouTube channel by creator Dionne, who is a musician and true crime fan with a huge online following. Lately on her main channel, she's been posting for a series called Misdaad en Mysterie, where she talks about a true crime case. Her videos are around 30 minutes long, so if you prefer longer videos and you're into true crime, then these will be perfect for you. In her earlier videos, you can find some challenges, some makeup videos, reaction videos, and that kind of thing. Again, because of the vocabulary, this channel is best suited for intermediates at a minimum, but probably better for more advanced speakers. However, she speaks nice and clear, so I think with subtitles, anyone can enjoy her channel. Number 21 is Joel Beukers. Joel is a lifestyle coach, fitness model, and the man behind the brand Clean Nutrition. He loves fast cars, so many of his videos are vlogs showcasing his car collection, different challenges, trips with friends, fitness videos, and honestly just a lot of dicking around, so to speak. He's pretty extreme and pretty chaotic in his videos, but if you're into fitness and his personality clicks with you, then I think it's definitely worth a follow. And for this reason, I will say that his channel is good for advanced speakers only. And last but not least, we have the gaming channels. Gaming on YouTube is huge, and Dutch YouTube is no exception to that. So if you like watching streams or watching online gaming, then why not get your daily dose of that in Dutch? I'll also link to my website below for a more complete guide to the Dutch gamers. Let's start off with number 22, Game Meneer. So if you're into gaming, then you probably already know about this channel because Don has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and he posts almost daily to his channel and goes live about twice a week on Twitch. He plays several different games, and there are actually more than 4,000 videos on his YouTube channel, but a few recent games you can find on his channel are Resident Evil and City Skylines. His channel is good for intermediates and above. And for number 23, we have Koen Weiland. Koen is a Dutch esports player specializing in FIFA. He was the FIFA World Champion in 2010, 2011, and 2015, and is a 5-time Dutch champion. He posts FIFA and football-related content on his channel in the hopes of not just entertaining, but also helping viewers get better at FIFA. His channel has over 1,000 videos, so there is plenty to see there, and I would say his video is great for intermediates and above. Number 24 is Harm 2. So Harm has a popular YouTube channel where he's been making videos for the last 10 years. His main channel now has more than 842,000 subscribers. On his second channel, Harm 2, he posts 10-minute videos, mainly Skyblock and Minecraft at the moment. But some other games you can find on his channel are Among Us, Fall Guys, and Brawl Stars. His channel is good for intermediates and above. Power Unlimited is not just a streaming channel, but an information channel for all things gaming, gadgets, and tech. They call themselves a bunch of kids who just want to share their love of gaming through their content. So they review new games, new gear, and sometimes they just sit down and chat. They post daily videos on their YouTube channel, and they also stream regularly on Twitch. Because of the vocabulary on this channel, I would say it's at a minimum for beginners, but probably best for an advanced speaker. Obviously, this is only scratching the surface of the Dutch YouTube space, so please leave a comment below with your favorite Dutch YouTube channel so we can all share ideas while I put together a part 2 to this video. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos about Dutch YouTubers and the best content to help you while you learn Dutch. See you next time.